Right, let's set the scene then.
Yeah.
So we've recapped on what we did last time.
Okay.
Where you were looking at giving the beginner's first lesson. I played the role of the beginner. You give me the lesson. And we got to a point where I then demonstrated the moving off and stopping just because you need a bit of help.
Yeah.
And so you're going to go back and give that a go. So you've gone away, you've had a week, you've sort of thought about it. All that. You've been out planning a route.
Yep.
And we've just driven your route because you live in a different area and you're not 100% sure. So we've just, before we started recording, we've just gone round the route so you're now happy. But saying that, you've already seen it once.
Yeah. So
if you forget, because there's lots of lefts on this road and only one of them's the right one, but a couple of them will get us back to where we would have been. Because if we explain the route, we're on a big long straight that eventually we'll get to a left and it'll go round in a block.
Yep.
And there's a couple of roads that join like a big, I nearly want to say like a figure of 8, but it's got a couple of joins in the middle. So so we've got nice long straights, quiet. It's 2 o'clock. There is a high school near us, and so come 2:30 we will see a few coaches coming down here.
Okay.
The other side of the route is very quiet. No buses or coaches will go down that. And we've got very few parked cars. Got a few on the right, and that's pretty much it. So it's quite good for this location. So that we got our route sorted out, and we recapped on how you felt with last lesson, and the big challenge you said was
front loading.
Yeah. So you're going to try and break that down. So in roll, if I feel front loaded, I could say I'm a little bit confused, or can we do that separately? I'll try and
do one thing at a time.
Or I can come out and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and if you want to just come out and roll, just say.
Okay.
Just say, oh, go ahead a minute, come out and roll.
Yeah.
I've got a question to ask. So yeah, just sort of go with it. We've looked at your lesson plan, and you've just driven me to the location.
Yep.
We've swapped seats. So you would have just driven here. You've pushed the seat back. I've just got in. Cockpit drill will need doing. Yep. So we're going to go into this lesson where you're going to recap on what I learned last week. Your new pupil, me. I'm playing the role of like let's pretend I'm 17 again. And it is my first ever driving lesson. Sorry, it's my second drive. It was my first last week. And we kind of only had an hour, so we didn't really get much time, unfortunately, for moving off and stopping. In real life you would, but we're just going with that. So our lesson got cut short or something. But I did cover the cockpit drill, entering and exiting the vehicle, safety, but we've already done that. The main controls of the car, and then you're going to give me new information, briefing on moving off, stopping. Then you'll talk me through.
Yep.
Okay. And as we saw, we've got a nice bit of road that we can do that. And we can come out and roll at any point to help you.
Okay.
Scene is set.
Yep.
Happy?
I have one question.
Yeah.
So, moving off, we'll move off. I'll get you to move off, and then I'll get you to stop. When should I explain about the left turns? Should I explain them like before you set off now, or should I move off, step off, move off, stop, move off?
Because if you imagine the routes like that, this big oval.
Yep.
We're here,
yep,
right at the bottom. We've got a long way to go, and the reason I'm putting you at this side is so that you can move off and stop a few times before you got to like that.
Makes sense.
So steering and things like pull, push, you have demonstrated that to me. So you did that on the way.
Yep.
So I will know about the idea of pull, push steering. I would just keep him in first gear, move off, stop 2-3 times, keep it simple. Then that'll avoid the front loading.
Yep.
Yeah. And when I'm getting the hang of that, so then we can introduce new things. Like, we're going to have to turn left in a minute. So, we're going to have to do some steering. And I would talk about the junction just as steering.
Okay.
Rather than approaching junctions MSPSL. That would be another lesson.
Okay, yeah.
So you can agree just to help me on the junction. So when I come to a T-junction, as we just sort of demoed, as we had a little run around our route, treat the T-junction, we're going to be going left at everything, as another opportunity to stop and move off. Just like I was doing. So that's all you need to talk. Because if you start bringing in the lesson on junctions, now you've got to bring in open junctions. Those junctions give way, stop. And you're taking care of that bit for me, the rules of the road. You're literally, the objective is to get me moving off and stopping.
Yeah, okay.
But where can you go to move off and stop on a road that doesn't have junctions? You're going to have to go around the block, and we want a repetitive block. So the more I go around, I'm going to get used to it. And I've moved up and stopped, and I'm getting used to that system, that coordination of control. The muscle memory is coming in before you start talking about other things like junctions and that. Changing gear would be in the scope of the lesson to get the seconds.
Yeah.
Just try and keep it as binary as you can, one thing at a time.
Okay.
You know.
Yep.
And we've already discussed the problem with this lesson. Moving off and stopping, we did say on the way, wouldn't it be nice if we could just give a brief on moving off and then talk through on moving off? But then the problem is we've got to stop. So now I need a second briefing on how to stop. So I get moving off and stopping briefings, and then talk through on two subjects. So it's a bit unavoidable. You kind of need to do that. But if you started to talk about steering, gears, junctions as well, I'd be like, whoa, hang on a minute, I'd better write some notes. God, there's a lot here, isn't it? And it'd be a long briefing. I might feel a bit overwhelmed. So we're just trying to keep it. I only need to know things as I need them, you know.
Yep.
Learning on demand kind of thing. You know, I don't need to do any big steering or that yet. Talk about my mirrors though, so I still need to be like, if I've got we haven't got any parked cars, but you know, once I've moved off, if I had to go around a parked car, still need to check mirrors. You know.
Okay, I'm pretty confident now. No.
Okay, well yeah, give it a go. You know, you can always come out and roll, and if we've got a question, just relax. So you're going to deliver this little lesson to me. I've just jumped in, haven't done my cockpit drill. We've got the ignition on, not the engine. Okay. The ignition on, just so it powers the camera really. So because normally that'd be off, but we're all done. Yeah. So
lovely.
Whenever you're happy, yeah. So I've just got in. Haven't put the seatbelt on, nothing. Just jumped in.
Okay, Howard.
All right.
We're at our location now.
Brilliant. Yeah. Good.
So first things first, we'll go over the cockpit drill.
Right.
Which we did last week.
Yes.
We only had an hour last week, and we basically just went over the cockpit drill and the controls. So first things first, I'll get you to do a cockpit drill.
Yeah.
Would you rather me let you do it and see if you remember everything?
I could do.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So,
you gave me that system, didn't you?
Yeah, the DSSM. And if we go through them one by one.
Okay. Yeah. No, I reckon I could.
Yeah.
I'll see if I
can. Yeah. And if you miss anything, I'll explain.
Okay. Well, yeah. So
we'll start off with D.
Doors.
Yeah.
Doors shut. They look shut. When they shut, I listen to make sure they sound shut. And
yeah.
The interior lights go off.
Yeah, you normally get indicators as well. The car will let you know if the doors are still open.
Yeah. So they're shut. Then I do my seat.
Yes.
Is that the right?
That's right. Yeah. Perfect.
So seat. I have to move it forwards so I can reach the pedals.
What's the most important pedal you want to be able to reach?
Oh, the left one.
Yeah,
that's the clutch one. Oh, do you hear that? My knee just clicked.
You want a slight bend in your knee.
Yeah.
Is that comfortable?
Actually,
back a little bit. Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah, better. Okay.
Yeah. So I was trying to adjust that with the right foot. Okay.
So that was the first S. About the second S.
Seatbelt.
Yeah.
Oh. You said about no twists or turns.
Yep. So they dig into you.
In it. And you've got yours.
I have mine. Yep. Lovely. Thank you for checking.
And
Third S.
Steering wheel.
Yeah. So how do we check?
I think you said just if
Yeah.
the contour matches like the dashboard, if I can see all the
You
controls.
still see all the controls.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Lovely.
And
What else do you want
mirrors.
to check? Yeah. You want to check your head restraint as well?
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. So you want the rigid part to be at least eye level.
Like you said about like the level at your eye level, top of your ears.
Top of your ears.
In
Yeah.
there. Is that
As
right?
close to the back of your head as possible.
Oh yeah.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And then is it
you
the
said mirrors? Yeah, you said mirrors. Last one.
mirrors? Oh yeah. Just them.
And just to check, what can you see out of the back mirror?
Frame in the back window. You can see the
Yep.
top, the bottom, a little bit of headrest.
Perfect.
And I do my door mirrors. Ignition's on. And I have to see.
And what do you want to see out the side mirrors?
A little bit of car, thumb to it for a car, half road,
Yeah.
half sky.
Perfect.
Oh, that one needs to be fetched in. I can't see any car in that one. And half road, half sky. Yeah. Oh, look alright, yeah.
Happy with that?
Happy with that.
Yeah, cockpit drill done.
Done.
So,
Come out roll, just for a sec.
Yeah.
Just because I've got something that I just before, so I don't forget. So, done the cockpit drill. How would you review that? How do you feel? Are we?
they
What's
remembered
good?
everything.
Yeah. Like in terms of you as the instructor, how did that bit go? You've done a what's good?
I got them to review or
Yeah,
go over it themselves. So
That was good. You empowered me to like take ownership, responsibility for it. Love that. That's really good.
So instead of just giving me information, they did it themselves, see what they remembered, check if they missed anything. I didn't know where to fit in the head restraint.
Okay,
bit.
yeah.
So I kind of
So
with the seat, I suppose.
yeah. So because I did my done it again, my knee clicks. Did my seat, didn't I? And I hadn't finished that. And then you like prompted me on to what's the next step, and I like, oh, because I was gonna do
Okay.
the old. I was.
Yeah.
If I was left to
Yeah, I
it,
sort of left. Yeah,
I would have
okay.
checked if the rest of my seat, because the seat's in 3 parts. Well, there's 4 parts really. The moving forwards bit, the height,
Yep.
the rake,
The
the
headrest.
headrest. So yeah, so I just get it in there,
Okay.
and then the steering wheel, because it's like, well, what is that the steering wheel? Kind of is, but I would say more the view, because if I adjust the rake, because I'd need to adjust.
You can't see a speed or yeah.
And then I can see, and then if I did need to move, which I don't, it's fine. But if I had long legs or or I was short, I might need to adjust it so I can see.
Okay.
And just worth mentioning that when you do pull up, and you have, is that the steering wheel's nice and straight. Once I watched someone do this on a real Part 3 test, and the instructor drove in and moved the wheel like that.
Lift it like that.
Right. So when it come to that bit, I was like, well, I can't see. Right? And that was a bit of a mess. And then, of course, what happened when they moved off? Car went out.
Yeah.
It was like, that's going well. So, yeah, that nice and tidy. So, yeah, so if you included that
Okay.
in the seat and just rather than prompt me onto the seat
Yeah.
belt. So, hang on a minute, what else
Okay.
on your seat? And then I would have, because I might have forgot something,
Yeah.
but I wasn't there. And then yeah, mirrors all good, lovely. And then there was just when I did do my seat, what did I do to adjust my seating position initially? Because I did verbalise it. I did it, and because you didn't say anything, I repeated it. I said, I just sat on my right foot.
Yeah.
So, and you've corrected it. And so that's like the faults identified.
Yeah.
The
But I didn't
faults
explain-
being remedied.
Yeah, I didn't
Left
explain
foot, bending knee. But what's the middle missing bit? That well, you've already said the explanation, like the analysis part.
the
Of
analysis.
the fault.
Sorry, yeah.
So
Yeah.
with the analysis,
yeah.
what would you say?
Because we obviously use the clutch as, how can I explain it? We need more control over the clutch,
Yeah.
more than, and you use the other pedals.
So the way I say it to my learners, if they did that, I'd say to them, rather than just jump in with the answer, I'd say, oh, just see you adjusting that with your right foot. I might say, can you remember what foot we should use? And they might go, oh yeah, no, isn't it the left foot? Yeah, and do you know why? Not really. Okay, well just press your right foot down. The engine's not running, so just press that. Let's feel how far down that goes. And now press your left pedal down. Does it go further down? Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. So if we adjust our seating position based on that right foot, it doesn't go down as far. So when you go to put your left foot, it goes further. You might be, oh, hang on a minute, but you might have to stretch a bit for that, so it might not feel comfortable.
Okay, that's better.
And if it doesn't, and then I might say about. And can you remember we talked about the biting point last week? Yeah. And if we did, I'll be like, yeah. So if you're not in the right seating position, would it be harder to get your mic point? Do you think? I'll be like, yeah, probably, yeah. So you need to be nice and comfy. So, because what would be the consequence if you're not comfortable on your biting point? Oh yeah, could I stall? Yeah, or bring it up too quick and kangaroo down the road. You won't feel like as in control, like you just said. I'll be all right, okay. So yeah, when we adjust the seat, we always start with the left foot down because it's the furthest reach, and all to do with that bite point. Because then after that, you can still reach your gas and brake. It's like, all right, okay. If ever you got an automatic, you don't really have that problem, do you? You could adjust it on the right foot. Wouldn't matter then, would it? Oh yeah. So now because we also talked out of camera, like the SKU, SKU. Can you remember what it is? Skills,
knowledge, understanding.
That's it, and that's kind of what we want, and that's what the national standards talks about a lot. And so you can sort of use that terminology, the way you're thinking, like, has this person got the skills, knowledge, and the understanding? Then it's the full picture. So anyway, so I messed about with my seat then. I'm going to get it this right, so I don't want to drive off and say, actually, can I move my seat? It's don't feel comfy. Okay, so we've summed up on the cockpit drill. Good.
Yep.
You've recapped on it, I should say, and we've just picked up. Yeah, very good job. And to make it even better, you just analyse that clutch fault and try not to prompt me onto the next bit. Get all the seat done. See as the seat is in 4 stages. Yeah. And then you'll be good. And I see what you've done. You kind of thought that'll come in the steering, and you can say you can mop it up in there. That'll work. But yeah, to get it perfect.
Okay.
That'll be like that.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll let you go back into roll. Just have a think about what you're going to talk about next. Now I've done that, what's sort of your plan? Where are we going in next? Or do you just want to go for it?
I was going to talk about the clutch, so I was going to do the explanation using the plates and the cards.
Oh, I thought we did the controls last week. Or we did the it's up to you. If you want to.
I thought I explained the clutch, but
I didn't have a go.
You didn't have a go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
should I start? What I was going to do was is get them to try and find a biting point to start off with, and then
as a recap. Because just going, if you had a lesson with me before, if you were talking about the controls, I'd let him have a go.
Okay.
Because we learn by driving as a feeling, hearing, seeing kind of. Even though I might not have driven, but I could have pressed the gas, rev. Oh yeah, God yeah. Clutch. Oh yeah, feel the bite. So that would be a good have a go. Yeah, if we're talking about gears, we'll let me have a go, palming, whatever we talked about. Oh, but don't look at it, and all that kind of stuff would have been going on. And so to just like the recap, you've recapped on DSSM. What you could do, which would be more realistic. Say, how did we talk about the bite? And yeah. Can you remember? Could you do it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you start the engine? Yeah. What 2 checks you gonna make? Oh, yeah, that and that.
Yeah.
So we could recap on it rather than start.
Okay.
Reteach that.
Yeah.
Because if you've done the controls, hopefully I had a go.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
Because we talked about front loading. Imagine if you just talked about it and didn't let me have a go.
Yeah.
No. Well, I didn't. Did I really get this? The skills, knowledge, understand. The understand is like the doing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Okay.
If you're happy with that.
I'm happy.
Right. Okay.
Because Howard,
Cockpit drill done.
Cockpit drill's done.
DSSM.
Yeah.
Sorted.
So last week we went over controls.
Yes.
And moving off, we need to focus on clutch. So we talked about the biting point.
Yeah.
Are you happy to demonstrate that?
Yeah, I had a go at it, didn't I, last week?
Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll start the engine and then we'll practice finding the bite.
All right. Yeah.
Before we start the engine, there's 2 checks we need to do.
Oh yeah.
2 safety checks.
Oh yeah, you said that. Like when I get in the car, handbrake neutral.
Yeah.
And then just make sure I always check it before I start the engine.
Perfect.
Handbrake neutral. And this car.
What could happen if we were in gear and we start the engine?
It would jump forwards.
That's it. Lovely.
And that would be bad if someone's parked in front.
Exactly.
or waiting to cross the road in front. So yeah. So I have to put the clutch down and turn the key.
Yeah. So engine started.
And so I've got to get the bite point. So I put it in gear, didn't I?
Yes.
1. And then you said bring the clutch up.
Nice and slow.
And then I can hear it there.
Yeah. Fine.
That's the bite point.
And back down.
Yeah.
Bring up one more time.
That's it, yeah. Like that.
That's it. You're pretty confident of that. So
yeah.
Clutch down into neutral.
Yeah. I'll bring the clutch up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the gear's out so it doesn't stall. Got it.
So I'm going to go through explaining moving off. But before I do that, we'll turn off the engine, just so we're not annoying anyone or too much fumes.
In Norwich last year, I think it was in March, it was on the news that in the city centre they were going to fine people for idling their engines.
Yeah.
£40 on the spot fine. Like just in the city centre,
Yeah.
people waiting for people out
Well,
at the train station.
Yeah, it's not economical.
Yeah.
And
so no, yeah. And now Nottingham have done it, and a few other, I think 8 cities or councils have.
So while I'm explaining this, we'll have the engine off because I'm going to go through everything before we actually move off. And moving off, we use the POM routine, which stands for preparation, observation, and manoeuvre.
Okay.
So
preparation, observation, move or manoeuvre.
Yes.
Got it.
So how we prepare the car is we put the clutch down and select first gear, and then with our left foot we find the bite and hold it.
Oh, like it just.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
So we hold the bite there.
Yeah.
Now with our right foot we cover the gas pedal, but we don't press it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one, yeah.
Yeah. Right, with your left hand we have it ready on the handbrake. Yeah, perfect.
Did I have a go at doing that last week? Taking that off? I think
No.
I did, didn't I?
Oh. We can go over it again if you're unsure.
Well, you went for it. Yeah, no, you did actually.
Yeah.
No, you did.
Okay.
Can I have a little go?
You can, so if you hold your foot down on the brake.
And just, oh yeah, because you said you had to lift it up, then push the button in.
That's it.
That's it, yeah. No, that's good, yeah. So I've got my left foot on the bike, right foot on the gas, hand here.
And your right hand on the steering wheel.
Okay.
This is us prepared to move off. This is the preparation part of it done.
Okay.
So next is our observations. And we'll do this in 2 phases.
Yeah.
So the first phase, I'll get you to look down the road, check our top mirror and our right mirror. and I'll ask you if it's safe to go.
That is at the minute, yeah. No
So
one's about. Yeah.
if it is safe, we'll start our 6-point observation.
Right.
Do you know what 6-point observation is?
I imagine there's 6 points. I don't know what they are.
So
No.
I'll go through it quickly.
Mirrors,
So
I'd guess.
we always start, we're putting off to the right, so we always start from our left. So we look over our left shoulder, our left mirror for number 2, ahead 3, top mirror 4, right mirror 5, and lastly over our right shoulder 6. So do you want to do that quickly? Start from the left.
Oh.
That's it. That's our 6-point observation.
Okay, right. So why are we doing that?
So, do you know about blind spots?
Yeah, you talked about them last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we check our left blind spots, see if there's any pedestrians or cyclists coming.
Okay.
Look down the road, see if anything's coming. The reason we do it from that way is because the more dangerous thing's going to come from our right. So when we pull off, we don't want to pull off in front of a car. So the last thing we do as we pull off is look over our right shoulder, see if anything's coming. Mm-hmm. And obviously we look down the road to see if anything's coming down to us, towards us.
Yeah.
So the 6-point observation goes,
yeah.
you see everything, you check everything around the vehicle, coming down the road and coming from behind.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, because you said about that mirror that's down the road, but over there,
yeah, there's spots that would miss.
There's a car. Yeah, in his someone in his driveway.
Yeah, so that car there could reverse out, and we wouldn't see it in our mirrors.
No, I'd have to. No, I can see it if I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I see. Okay. So I do on that side. Oh yeah, there's an orange car.
Yep. So in your mirror, can you see the orange car?
Oh, I can't see the driveway or the orange car.
So imagine if that car pulled out and reversed.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
No. So the 6-point observation covers everything.
Oh yeah, that's quite handy. Yeah. Okay. Right. So I look at ahead and then I centre right mirror.
That's the first phase.
I go left to right, a 6-point check.
Yep.
Got it.
That's the observations part.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. And finally, the manoeuvre, so moving. If it's safe to go, we release the handbrake.
Yeah.
And we slowly bring up the clutch, and the car will move forward.
Oh yeah, because you connected the engine to the wheels, aren't
you?
Yeah,
exactly.
All right. Okay. That sounds.
When we move off, we bring the clutch up slowly. We might need to give it a little bit of gas, just like the slightest bit of gas. Just to
right.
move off.
I had practice pressing that very gently, isn't it?
Yeah, very gently.
Very gently. Yeah.
And for this exercise, we'll stay in first, just so you can get used to. The main point of this is getting you to move off. We don't want to.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Just give you another thing to worry about.
Steps for me.
That's it.
Just like one thing at a time.
And that is us moving off.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to have to go through another briefing because once we're moving, we're going to have to stop at some point as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course.
So
better learn how to do that, haven't I?
So what we'll do when we want to stop, so we're driving down the road, and we're wanting to stop. We'll pick a location which is safe and convenient.
Okay.
What could make the location not safe or not convenient? What could
not safe? Don't know, near on a bend or something like that.
Yeah. So obviously on a bend they might not see us when they come round. Think about public transportation.
Yeah, buses like that. Buses.
Where do they stop?
Bus stops.
Bus stops. So it's illegal to park into a bus stop.
Oh right. I don't want to park on a bus stop. God.
Even close to it, so it makes it awkward for the bus to stop.
No, it would. Yeah.
So you don't want to park near a bus stop. And what else could be parked?
Does that include bus stops on that side? Because if I stopped and the bus stops, the road would block, wouldn't it? So should I avoid not? Is it just bus stops on my side or on the other side, or do I not need to worry that deeply about it?
No, I'd be aware because people would overtake buses or try to. If it's come to a stop and a car's come behind it, you're still obstructing other drivers by parking too close to a bus stop.
You normally get them opposite each other, don't they? Or quiet place,
So you want to try and avoid the bus stops?
Oh, I can see there's a bus stop.
Yeah, see one down there.
I can see the one on the right, so I'm guessing there must be one on the left up there.
Yeah.
Can't see because that parked car though. Okay, so yeah, no bus stops then.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, and this is a perfect example. There's one more thing I was going to talk about as well, is the car in front of us. Look where it's parked. There's a road on the right there.
Oh yeah.
If a car pulled out from the left coming towards us, and there's a car coming down,
I'm going to have to go around that,
yeah. So the car's going to come down here, go around the car, and it's blocking the people at the junction. So we don't park close to a junction.
Okay.
And the rule we give is 10 metres.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
10 metres,
it's about 2 car lengths away.
2. Okay.
So imagine if the car in front of us is about next.
I suppose it depends on the length of the car. I'm quite good with this. No, I suppose that car over there is probably about 3 metres though. But then you do get long ones. Don't you?
Yeah. 2 or 3 car then.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So we don't 10 metres from a junction.
Okay.
And that's what we think about when we stop.
Yeah, he's definitely less than that. He's nearly opposite.
Yeah.
2 metres from it, isn't he?
So the first thing we think about when we want to stop at a location, is it a safe location? Is it convenient? Are we obstructing anyone? Are we in the way of bus stops or junctions?
I suppose you'd want to sit in someone's driveway,
exactly.
Even better than the wind, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
So we found our safe location to pull over.
Question. I got a question. Sometimes I can't see it, but in the road I live in, quite often, because everyone's got more than one car, quite often people park on the verge or on the footpath. Can I do that?
So the road is for cars and the pavement's for pedestrians.
Yeah.
So if you're parked on the pavement, you're still obstructing people, and you might be forcing people to walk into the road.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that's not good, is it? All right. So don't do that.
No.
I just wondered where I stood, because I'll probably have to make that decision one day when I park outside my house.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have missed something coming out of roll. I think I'll carry on. So I was going to talk about driveways.
Yes. All right. Yeah. Carry on. We're talking about driveways. Yeah.
Yeah. So with driveways, if we say we pulled up just a little bit ahead of us, and there's a car, obviously there's a driveway there. What if they come along and they wanted to drive out? We're obstructing them, aren't we? So we avoid driveways. Or if we parked there and the car wasn't there, and they come driving down the road and they wanted to come into the driveway, we're obstructing them. We're in their way.
Yeah.
So we avoid driveways as well.
So I can park in between them.
Yeah. So that bit there, just past driveway, is perfect for us.
Yeah, we're parked in between these 2 driveways.
This is it. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So moving on from that, we found safe locations we've talked about.
Yeah.
So as we're driving down the road, we found our safe location. So that's where we're going to stop. First thing we want to do is check our mirrors. And we'll put up on the left. So we want to check the top mirror, see what's behind us, and we'll check our left mirror.
Oh, left one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And why would we check our left mirror? Do you know?
I don't know. I suppose a bike might.
Yeah, exactly. Bikes
Sneak up there. I mean, you're a school here, aren't we? So they might sneak up there. Kids on bikes.
So if we pulled over to the left without checking the left mirror,
the
cyclists coming past, we might hit them.
Okay, yeah.
So we check our mirrors, our top one and our left, and then we apply a signal in that order.
Oh, we went. That's that down, isn't it?
Yep, left.
Okay, yeah.
And first, with our foot pedals, we'll take our foot off the gas.
Yeah.
And cover the brake.
Okay. Like this. Yeah.
So when we take our foot off the gas pedal, the engine's slowing the car down already.
Oh, you explained about engine braking, didn't you?
Engine braking.
Did talk about that last week.
So we don't want to pull up to the left going really quickly. Otherwise we have less control of the car then.
Oh no,
so you go straight in and hit the curb or So
right,
we take our foot off the gas.
Cover the brake.
Cover the brake. And with our left foot, we'll cover the clutch.
Like this? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So I put my feet over these 2 pedals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then we start steering into the location we want to. And as we do, we put our clutch down to the floor. So we're moving nice and slow.
Yeah. Clutch down, yeah.
Yeah, clutch down. And then as we're driving...
I want to copy it. Yeah. Yeah.
And as we're straighten up the car...
Yeah. Straighten up.
Yeah. We gently press the brake to stop.
Like that.
So as the clutch is down, we'll still be rolling slightly.
Yeah.
And we press the brake down very softly.
Yeah.
Just to come to a nice stop.
Okay. So
And
stop, yeah.
Yeah. Just as a reference point as well. Because you haven't pulled
once I've done that, do I have to do anything else?
So, yeah. So, once we've come to a stop with the brake, we'll keep our feet still. First thing we do, handbrake, gear, into neutral.
Gear.
Then relax our feet.
And then I can come with the pedals.
Harry before Gary.
Do I do anything with this? Or?
And cancel the signal.
Alright, okay, yeah. Cool, yeah.
Okay.
Got it, yeah.
And that's pulling up on the left. Distance-wise, away from the curb, the car in front of us is quite close to the curb, wouldn't you say? Not cheaply.
Yeah.
And
oh, he's close. Yeah. He's close, yeah.
So where we are now...
I can't see that.
You can't see that?
What, do you want me to lean over? That'd be a bad idea.
Yeah, it would.
Just tell me.
So, yeah. So it's about that much gap.
Alright, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Coming out well. What 2 meters? No, not 2 meters.
Yeah, so because you're showing me that, that's encouraging me to sort of lean over into your space, and there's like this invisible glass.
Yeah.
You only come into my side if safety is compromised, but you have to agree that before you get going. So yeah, don't encourage me over to lean over you, and because I can't see it.
Yeah.
But you could. The way I would just tackle that is I would say, okay, Howard, we're near the curb now. So how would you tell? And I'd, if you ask someone that, how would they tell? How would you know how close to the curb? Where are they going to look? They're going to look in that mirror.
Yeah.
They're going to do that and go, well, it looks close. Just say, okay, so when you look in that mirror then, can you see the side of the car on the curb? Yeah. How far apart are they? That. Literally about a centimetre. Okay. So, I'm just going to open my door now and tell you what it actually is.
Yeah.
What's that? So a centimetre in that mirror is that in reality. Do you know what that is? Oh yeah, no, you told me about convex.
Yeah. Convex
light. It makes things look smaller than it really is. So that would be a good way. If it looks like that, you've done a good job. It'll be okay. But the problem is, when you're driving, trying to park, do you want to be staring in that mirror like that? Not really. No, why not? Well, someone might pull out their driveway, run a kiddie over, something like that. So how are we going to do that? There's the problem. Well, I suppose I'd have to look out the front. Yeah. So how are you going to judge how far away you are from that curb without looking at that mirror? Now I might go, well, I can see the curb down there. Okay, where is it in relation to your dashboard?
It's a reference point.
Well, and this is what happens with real people. Is once you pitch it like that, they're like, well, for me, it's just see that little knobbly bit on my window wiper. It's just sort of in the middle of it. Some instructors have a little bit of blue tape. They split into
my dad wraps tape around it.
There you go. Yeah. Stick that on there. That's your reference point. Just remember, that's a bit like stabilisers when you're learning to ride a bike. That'll help me the first couple of times. Get rid of it after that. But yeah, no, I've got it. So just give me like a little reference point.
Okay.
So I know what you're doing. It's just what you want to try and do. The best way is give the problem to the pupil for them to solve.
Okay.
We're facilitating, and we're kind of like a shepherd herding them into the little pen. We know where we want that to go, but we are herding them in.
Yeah.
Through our Q&A, and they were like, it's really off-putting where that guy parked. We were lovely here. Now he's parked opposite us. If a coach comes, we might have a problem, might we?
Yeah.
It will get through. It's just going to be a few raised eyebrows at us because they'll assume learner car is pulled up here. Should we? I was going to say backing up. Should we back up a little bit?
Okay.
Just sort of out of roll here because we can. We've got the room, and that might just make things life a little bit easier. Just gonna tuck it in. At least that's a bit better now, and they can get in and out. I've not blocked that wall. A bit more of a pass in place. Turn the radio off. Turn the engine off. So yeah, so we can obviously come out roll that. But before we go back in, so you've recapped on it.
Yeah.
How do you feel with that?
Yeah, pretty good.
So you've gone through your controls again, haven't you?
Yeah.
Reminding me what you did, and you've given me a nice briefing on POM.
Yep.
Moving on.
I didn't.
Stopping.
Yeah, MSM. I should.
Oh, you talked about it.
I could have used the.
I would, because the teaching and learning strategies side of the competencies is like making things easy to remember for the pupil, making it more.
I don't know why I didn't do that actually.
Digestible.
So I went through the mirror, signal, and maneuver. I didn't say it was like a.
So you could give it a name, MSM. We're going to check mirror, signal, and maneuver. The maneuver part is what you said I'm going to be doing my feet.
Okay.
We're like, right. Some people break it down into position, speed, look. I think that's a bit much at this point. Position, you've talked about position in there. I just keep it simple at this point. MSM, done.
Yep.
PSL will come later for me in junctions.
Yeah.
So just trying to keep it as simple as possible. So yeah, good. I thought it was good. Anything in there that you feel you could change or not so happy with? Develop?
The distance, but we already talked about that. Like the
we talked about that. Just one small thing really, as you were talking through that, you're talking about the safe, convenient places.
Should I have said that I would be picking the location, or?
Well, you could do. Have you heard of Scalp? There you go. New information coming on board. Got a pen? No, I'll write it. I will. I'll write it on your sheet. Scalp. Safe, convenient, and legal places.
Okay.
Another easy. That's good for instructors.
I've heard that one before, actually.
So, because you covered safe, convenient, and then you talked about legal. You did talk about legal in bus stop. But yeah, if you safe, legal, safe, convenient, and legal places, then because that's how it was just like I thought, just mention legal, and you did. But you didn't give it a name.
No,
you just said no on a park on bus stop. That's like that being convenient as well. Isn't it? So a good way to frame that problem, if you give that to the pupil and say, look, when we pull up, we're trying to park somewhere safe, legal, and convenient. So if you look at the road we're in, where wouldn't you pull up? Well, I wouldn't pull up near that junction. Good. Why not? Why that be? Don't know. Dangerous? Yes, that'd be illegal. Okay. Where else? And I might struggle. Just say, well, just saw a bus just turned down there. So what might be on this road? Oh yeah, bus stops.
Yeah.
Would you pull up on one of them? Oh no, that'd be illegal and inconvenient. People aren't happy if you do that. Okay, let's say if I'm struggling, okay, well, you could prompt me. Again, this is like shepherd me in.
Yeah.
So we'll think about convenient. Where would be inconvenient to park? Oh yeah, in front of driveways. Pretty good. What about yellow lines? Oh yeah. We haven't got any on this road.
No.
So you could say, you ain't got to worry about that on this road. And that as short as that. Because we don't, if we went into a lecture about every illegal, inconvenient, dangerous place, again, it's front loading.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's short and sweet, safe, legal, convenient. An example of each would be fine. And relating to this road is even better.
Yeah.
Because it's like more personalised. These are the problems I've got today. Bus stops, junction, And yeah, some people do that,
Trophies,
pull up on the grass. And I might think, well, if I see someone's done that, I might match them and go in behind. And you think he's not going to pull up on. Oh yes, he is. He is. He is. He's on the grass. Great. Wish I'd talked about that.
Yeah.
Because that would be a good example.
I wouldn't have said about it unless you
Yeah.
said about pulling up on.
Yeah. No, in my early days as an instructor, the times you don't mention it, and you say, yeah, just pull up on the left, and then they copy the other cars. You're like, okay. Didn't see that one coming. Then you do.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, do you know what? Yeah, I remember. Safely confined. That is a part of it. If I get that in, that would prevent that problem.
Yeah.
So we are trying to prevent things in these briefings, you know. So yeah, so good. So I've had my briefings.
Yep.
Moving off, stopping. I like the way I don't know whether I steered you in that. I was like, well, should I do it? Because you were, you know, having a go at doing that. That just because I haven't done it since last week. Just because you don't want me on the bike, all like, and I'm faffing about with that. Then I bring the clutch up and it's still on, and beep beep beep, and it stalls. And you think, do you know what? Just have a little go. A recap, like in a recap of the Cockpit Drill, I did my Cockpit Drill. It's a little recap on the control. Well, we had talked about the bike. Have a go at taking that off. Have a go at painting first. Yeah, bit of signal. Yeah, good that. Yeah, I'm all good. It's quick, isn't it? It's not going to take long. Anyway, are you ready? Are you ready for the next part? A few more parked cars now.
Okay.
So, if you're ready, I'll go into roll. Now this is my risk talk. You haven't done your risk talk. Yeah, this is the instructor's risk talk. Because you're new to this, talking me through, you know, it could this lesson could go wrong quite quickly.
Yeah.
And we pick up someone behind, or someone pulls out of that junction when I'm on the wrong side of the road. Now I park cars there, and if you're not instructing me, don't worry. I will come out of roll. I'll tell you, I'm like, out of roll. Don't worry about it. Just get you up here. Just because now the road is not as good as it was when we started this, is it? It's changed, isn't it? And you know why? It's time of day. So now this perfect location is perfect. When we get up there, it will be.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So actually, to give you the option, shall I just move up to give you a better crack at it? Because it's now tricky for you, you know. Tricky for you, tricky for your learner in roll. So should we just fix that?
Yeah.
Just, you know, and this is where route planning would come in, because we did talk about this near the school, and I said, didn't I?
Adjusting
look at the time. Yeah. So I'm not in roll.
Okay.
I'm just going to get up. So you've got you know, and you want an easy one, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't want to jump in at the deep end with this one. So I'm not in roll.
Coach and everything.
Let's go to the other side of the block.
Yep.
And that will mean that we won't have to deal with any school coaches, etc. Yeah, or what about this? This would do, wouldn't it? Look at that. All the traffic's behind us. Got a nice clear road now. Yeah.
Yeah. Just to double check, it's the third left from here? Because you go past the cul-de-sac.
It is the third left.
Yeah.
Past, so you got the green bin, and there's a white car on the footpath.
Yeah.
You could probably pull me in before that white car.
Yeah.
So we don't have to do the junction.
Okay.
So you can get me moving off, stopping. Happy days. And still, if someone does come up behind and you're not feeling happy, I can come out of roll just for safety and say, look, help me out. But otherwise, hopefully we've got more of a chance here, haven't we?
Yep.
To keep in roll and let you have a go.
Okay.
Briefing done. If you're happy, you happy?
I'm happy.
Let's have a go.
Right.
In roll.
So we've gone through our briefings of how to move off and how to stop.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
engine. That was the stop, I think, wasn't it? I just turned it off.
So, well, what we'll do now, we'll practice.
Yeah.
But I'm here to help. So if I need to step in with the steering or slowing us down, stopping us, I will.
Oh, what, on your...
Yeah, with my pedals.
Okay.
So
yeah, no,
we're here to help each other. And if anything dangerous comes up, then I will step in if I need to.
Thank you.
And as we do this, for the first few times, I'll talk you through it as well.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just quite a lot of information. It's quite a lot of information because you're going to move off and just stopping as well. So
yeah, talk me through. Yeah, please.
As we're doing everything, as we start moving off, as we start stopping and pulling to the left, I'll walk you through it. So doing it together.
Good. Happy with that? Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're happy, we'll get started on moving off.
Happy as I'll ever be.
So first things first, we'll do our 2 checks. Lovely. Start the engine. And now we want to prepare the car. So left foot down on the clutch, select first gear, and with your left foot you want to try and find the bite, nice and slow.
There?
Yeah, and hold it. Left foot on the handbrake ready. Just left hand on the handbrake ready.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah.
No,
and right hand on the steering wheel ready. Yeah.
Check.
Right, we're prepared.
Are we?
Oh, right foot cover the gas.
Oh.
Thank you.
Is that important?
No. Because we can pull off without the gas.
Yeah. What if we needed to bring in the brakes and you said it, let's outroll.
Okay.
Let's say we get moving off and you say, right, check your mirrors and now accelerate, and I go like that.
Okay, yeah.
What's going to happen?
You're going to brake.
Stop. Do you want us to do that?
No. Yeah, you gotta, if you,
so
get your foot ready.
It's a high risk, isn't it? Of
yeah,
that happening.
Okay.
So, and would you ever drive or advise someone to drive with their right foot rest on the carpet?
No.
We never do that, do we?
No. Okay.
Your right foot's always on one or the other for a quick reaction, so we know where we are. Left foot can rest, but the right foot never does. So that would need identifying as a, well, you want to prevent the fault, so it don't happen. If it does, then it's like, and I say, well, does that matter? Yeah, and explain why.
Okay.
And then, but yeah, if you get me there, then you don't need to, do you?
Okay.
Not on this lesson anyway, not right now. Okay, so I'm going to go back and roll. I'm prepared.
You're prepared. So
my feet where they should be, hands where they should be.
So now is our observations of 2 phases. First, we'll check down the road, check our top mirror and our right mirror. Let me know if it's safe to go.
Yes, yeah, it is.
Yeah. So if it is, we'll start our 6-point observations.
Yeah.
Is it still safe?
Yeah. It is.
Alright, release the handbrake.
Yeah.
And bring the clutch up nice and slow. That's it. Lovely. Now a little bit of gas. Right foot. Left hand on the handbrake. Sorry, left hand on the steering wheel again.
Yeah.
A little bit of gas. Now there is a car behind us, so off the gas. So we'll just go past this. And we'll check our mirrors, top and left, and signal left.
Where are you going to pull me up? After the junction?
Just after, just after junction, just before that white car, we'll pull up. So check our mirrors, signal left, foot off the gas, cover the brake with your right foot, cover the clutch with your left foot, clutch down.
So use my little reference point?
Yeah, use your reference point.
Yeah.
And
down,
press on the brake gently to come to a stop. Okay, keeping your feet there, handbrake first, neutral, cancel your signal, relax your feet. Okay.
Outroll.
Outroll, a panic.
Yeah. Good. Well, what you'll see there is I've helped.
Yes.
Because we have got a car behind.
Yeah.
And that's what I was talking about. If I need help to assist, because just as you say, oh, bit of panic.
Yeah.
So you're getting me to like a script to go through that, but we need to think of the timing of that signal, because
you would have signaled before.
If you were putting me up before the junction, look what's just happened. That bus has stopped opposite, and that's where we'd have been. Wouldn't it? So there was a bus stop on the left or near to it with a junction. So this makes it a better prospect and a better, safer, legal, convenient.
The only thing I was worried because we had to go quite far down the road to get to it. That's why I was panicking.
And in first gear.
Yeah.
So we can get away with it.
Okay.
The roads, to set the scene, this road, we were doing about 15. Over 20 would seem just too fast because it's that kind of road. It's near a school. It's the quiet side of the road. But we don't need to go fast down this road. We're not. That car was probably thinking, they're a little bit slow, but we are displaying L plates. You could always just put your hand up. I know. I feel your pain. We'll only be here a minute though. Just sort of, appease the situation. Just cut. They were all right. They weren't driving close. That was all right. We weren't in any real bother there. If they were really close, and then I'd probably say, look, just come out, roll. We'll help you. Get you some stuff. Just like we would do with our learners. If they're like, oh my god, freaking out because there's a carpet or a bus, and then we can help them out. So good. So so getting the time of the instruction in there, and I just brought in a few little reminders. So you had a lot of time. Once them feet were over them pedals, once it's mirror signal and the feet are on the pedals, then the car's in. The car's overtaking, lovely. And then I could use my reference point. Use your little reference. Oh yeah, I've got time to do that now. Yeah. And then, that's why I just prompted on that one.
Yep.
But then that's my job, to prompt. Just like you will prompt your learners when they're forgetting things, I will prompt you until you're kind of fluent and feel happy, confident with this. Is that okay?
Yeah. So I talk about the left turn now. It's coming up.
Well, I think...
Or can we stop before it?
I think you should just have another practice at least of just moving off and stopping before throwing in a junction. Okay. Because then it's going to get a bit trickier. So should I get round the corner and then you'll have a bit of road, you can just do a move on and
stop?
Yeah,
I'll do after that.
So very good talk through on the POM. I like the way you were sharing the responsibility. You were saying, is it safe? And I was like, yeah, it really was. And I was really looking, wasn't I?
Yeah.
I really was looking. And I wasn't going to lie to you because I was being asked. And because you kept saying it, I thought, well, I better have another look then. Because, I really want to make sure it's safe. So that's good. So what about this little road? If I stick it in here.
Yep.
We could do a move off, stop, get to where that red car is now.
Yeah. Okay.
If we don't get the opportunity where he is now, where the pedestrians are, literally on the crest of that hill is our little turn. So it's hard to see.
Yeah.
But literally those pedestrians are probably walking across in the road now. That's kind of where it is.
Okay.
So you wouldn't know that, would you?
No.
Looking at that. The learner definitely wouldn't know it's there.
No.
And so it's really hard to see, but it is there. I promise. And so, but we're not going to worry about the turn. We're going to be moving off, stopping before we get to that.
Okay.
Yeah? Just to give you another little practice. So, this is now the second time I've just done that, and we've adapted the route to imagine that we've got a nice another little bit of straight road. Just have another go before we introduce anything new.
Okay.
If only life was designed like this. But that's what this is the first time you've done this. We're not doing a mock test, you're not a test standard, we've just literally we did a bit last week, doing a bit now. So the level of instruction is important that we get it. I don't want to throw you in the deep end. What you want to do is practice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just to think, right, I've got the words, you felt a bit panicked. Hopefully this time you won't, because we'll have nothing behind you and have a bit more time. So engine's just kicked in, stop starts on. So let's build on what you just did with your learner the first time. I've just done it once.
Yep.
Now I'm going to do it again.
Okay.
So sharing the old responsibility again.
Yep.
If you ask me, I'm going to say, yes, please, I want another talk through.
Okay.
I do, a full talk through. I'm not going to say, oh, no, I can do it. I can't.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, back in roll.
Okay, Howard, we've pulled up from the left. That went really well.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's good.
So, I enjoyed that a lot. Did I parts quite close to the curb, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it looks like it did in the...
yeah, exactly the same as what we did.
Yeah, I used
perfect.
the little reference point. I just lined out with that.
Yeah.
It kind of works, doesn't it?
That's good. So,
yeah, quite pleased with that.
give another go?
Yes, please.
Would you like me to talk through it with you again?
Yeah, can you... Yeah, the full works. The full...
Yeah, full works. No problem. So...
Yeah, I'd probably want a few goes of talking through before you kind of let me have a go of my own.
Yeah, that's no problem
at all. It's all a bit new to me at the minute. Yeah. Okay.
So let's prepare the car again. So
handbrake neutral, engine started.
Yep.
So
left clutch down. Left foot clutch down. Select first gear.
Yeah.
Move your left foot. Find the bike.
There.
That's it, and hold it. With your right foot, cover the gas. Don't press it.
Yeah.
With your left hand on the handbrake, ready to release it, but don't release it yet. And your right hand's on the steering wheel ready.
Yeah.
That's it. We're ready. We're prepared.
Yeah.
Now our observations. First phase. I'll look down the road.
Yeah.
Top mirror, right mirror.
Yeah, it looks alright.
Is it safe?
Yeah.
Lovely. Now a 6-point observation. Still safe?
Yeah.
Release the handbrake. Bring your clutch up nice and slow.
Just put that on.
Sorry.
Just let him go. So we'll just do that.
Yep.
It's okay. So now, clutch is up and we're back moving. Alright? So over to you.
And just where those people are now, we'll pull up on the left. So we'll check our top mirror, right mirror, and signal left.
Oh, left mirror.
Yep, left mirror, signal left. Go off the gas, cover the brake. Left foot cover the clutch. Clutch down.
I'd wait just so we get here.
Okay.
That's it. Then clutch down, yeah?
Yeah, clutch down. Straighten up. Using the reference point.
Yeah.
And brake gently. That's it. So keep them with your feet still.
Yeah.
Handbrake first.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay.
Neutral.
Neutral.
And relax your feet. Oh, signal. Relax your feet.
What?
Sorry, I was looking because we want to drive through.
Yeah, okay, so let's talk about that. You're worried about the driveway situation. Fair enough.
I kind of lost track.
So,
it's just more important to obviously
because we're out of roll.
Yeah.
Let's just we'll come back to the driveway.
Yeah.
We mustn't forget that because we do need to talk about that.
Yeah.
But let's just take it. So you're talking me through my POM.
Yep.
Lovely. Everything's where it was. I check it safe. Handbrake comes off. Clutch up smoothly. Beautiful. We're moving. What happens next?
Car comes behind us.
You know, it's like it is sod's law. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's like, I might Mr. Learner panic. Oh my God, there's a car. What do I do? What do I do? And you're the one who's like, don't worry about it. You're all right. What we'd do, you could just instruct me. Say, well, like, obviously I've checked my mirrors, but would I have known there's a car? So did you know there was a car?
Only until it was too late.
So do you think I saw the car before you saw the car?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think your learner's going to do that? No. They'll be like, what car? So you once did, and the other thing I've got to ask, because as I did it, I had another little look because I saw something move in the shadow, and I just looked, and I'm thinking, did you do your?
I looked over.
Because when I'm thinking, oh, did he? I have to watch the video. So okay, so you do that, and then you look in those mirrors because you'll see them in that one.
Yeah.
And at that point you can see if I'm checking my mirrors. So you pick up the car and you'll say, okay, Howard, we've got a car behind us, no need to panic. What I want you to do is just pop your left signal on and just keep your feet where they are. And let's say the car, because the car went for the overtake, then he come back in, didn't he? And he was a bit hand goes up. I'd take control then.
Okay.
I'll be like, I'm just gonna go on the brakes. I'm just popping the clutch down. I'm just gonna steer you over there a little bit, just for the body language. Then they're like, yeah, get round. And then it's like, I'm just gonna put you back where you were. I'm gonna bring the clutch off, the brakes, the car, because I would have just had my feet like I was on the gas. And then you say, car's back to you now, Howard. Sorted.
Okay. Yeah.
It's beyond my pay grade to deal with that.
Yeah.
It was my second time moving off. I'm like, what? I can't do that. So you could just help me.
Yep.
And then it's like, right, Howard, control is back to you. I'm talking you through, pressure gas, whatever. Yeah. And then talk me through the stop.
Yeah.
Very good. So then the next issue is you're worried about this situation. I'm going to turn my engine off because of what we said. We're going to get fined. To keep mindful of that. So where you was going to stop me, where you said where the people were,
yeah,
at that point the car opposite, that I think I would have double parked.
Okay.
If I'd gone for that point.
Okay.
But at this point, with if we explain to the viewers, we've got a long straight road with probably 90% is dropped curb, because there's lots of garages, isn't there? Just lots of garages. Everyone's front garden is a driveway, and there's just tiny bits of raised curb that are literally about that long, I think. And I'd struggle to pull up there. And if I did pull up at the next high curb, I'm going to be double parked on that car. And the one before it was double parked on the other car.
Yeah.
So this is, in my mind, I'm looking at the gaps between the cars on the right, and I'm thinking this is the nice long one with the garages there. Roll me in, stop me there for control and safety. Once you've stopped them, right, okay, Howard, don't tell me off, because you put me in here.
Yeah.
So right, Howard, so we've done the start. How did you feel with that? How did you feel with the little car coming behind? Oh god, yeah, that panicked me. So I took over, I helped you for that, great. And then we've pulled up here. So how do you feel with the stop? Yeah, pretty good. Okay. So have we pulled up in a safe, legal, convenient place? Bearing in mind, I put you here. So have we? I'm going to move now. Because now we've got a car off. So they might want to park. And we don't want to. And she just made a little eye contact with her. So we'll just get around the corner. Yep. Well, it could be moved on. So that's just like we're sleeping in a doorway. Move on. Like, just trying to have a chat here. We'll get around the corner. Then we'll have a.
I tried to get the pull up and left quite early, but because of the junction, I didn't want to get too close to it. And like you said, there was So that where we was the best place. Not ideal, but it's the best.
Not ideal. But then, because it's not ideal, rather than pretend it's not happened, it's have the little chat.
Yeah.
And review it. Get your people to look at it. So so I asked you to stop here. Howard, how do you feel with? You could get them to scale each part. You could say, how did you feel with the moving off bit, the palm? Out of 10. Oh yeah, very good. Yeah. So you prepared. Good observations. Move nice and smooth. Lovely. Yeah. How do you feel with the stop? Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. No. I did. Got my position good close to the curb, didn't I? Yeah. Great. All that. And then it's like, so anything there you could have done better. So I'm in front of these driveways.
Yeah.
Yeah. So would you leave your car here if you were going to park and go visit a friend or something? Would you leave your car? Oh no. Why not? Well, they'd be unhappy, wouldn't they, if I blocked their driveway? Good. So where would be a better place? And I'd be like, oh, well, if I park there, I'd be double parked on that car. That'd be no good. And if I park further out, I'd be near the junction. If I pulled up anywhere before, I'd have double parked on that car. So now I probably wouldn't pull up in it. I probably wouldn't be able to park in this road. So yeah.
Yeah.
We're okay here. We're just stopping briefly. Yeah, we're going to get you moving up again. I made the decision to put you here because it was the best of what we had. We don't want to double park. We did have that car behind. We needed to let them get past. This was the sort of safest place, but not the most convenient.
Okay. Yeah, that's
to leave it.
fair way of explaining it.
But as long as I understand that, I wouldn't leave my car here.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a bad place. Exactly. And that's all we need to get across to them, is like they understand that.
Okay.
So, and it'll be the same in this road. Again, lots of high curbs. Well, high. That high. Dropped is like very low. And again, most of the people have made their front garden into a driveway. So you might pull me up on a little bit high curb, a little over someone's driveway. But again, there aren't going to be many places on this road that we could pull up.
Okay, that's perfect.
That wouldn't block someone's driveway. There will be a few, but don't worry too much if you miss them, because you've got to deal with the risk behind and where other people have parked on the other side, and just trying to get that right. So, so you can see why nursery routes wants a fewer parked cars as possible. But as we already discussed at the start, the area we're in, this is about the best place nearest to the test centre where we started, where we met. So it's all right. We've seen loads of learners coming around.
Yeah.
Which is we don't want to overpopulate the same areas. There's not loads and loads, but we've seen there's been a couple of 3 cars I think we've seen out there today. So going forwards, did you want to have another go at the talk through? How do you
I think so. The Parliament, moving off. Yeah,
they're giving me the full talk through.
Yeah, I think so. Second time, I didn't rush it. I took my time, making sure you were in the right place.
Yeah,
I felt better about it, but yeah, I'll do it again.
Do it again?
Yes, please.
That's good. So, and the notice this time in roll, because if you look at both of those attempts in roll, I've kind of come out on me.
Yeah.
Just to sort of say, the car behind needs to do something about this. Say thank you and all that. So let's see if this time you can take it through the whole thing.
Okay.
If something unexpected might happen. We might get a car behind. Cat might run out. You don't know, do you? What's going to happen? So.
Okay.
Over to you. I'm in roll.
Okay, Howard. That's good.
Thank you.
We'll go again. Keep practicing.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I'm very pleased with how I'm parking near the curb. Yeah, reference point you give me really works.
That's good.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll go again. So safety checks first. 2 safety checks. Lovely. We'll start the engine. Touch down. Right.
Are you going to help me again?
Yeah. If you want me to help you.
Yes, please. Yeah. I reckon after this time I might be able to have a little do a bit more on my own, but it's only my 3rd time, so
no problem.
talk
I'll
me
help
through.
you. So left foot, clutch down, select first gear. Find the bike with your left foot.
There.
That's it, and hold it.
Done.
Okay. With your right foot, cover the gas, but don't press it.
Yeah.
With your left hand on the handbrake, don't release it. And your right hand on the steering wheel. Lovely. I'm prepared.
Yeah, prepared. Good.
Okay. Check down the road.
Yeah.
Top mirror, right mirror. Is it safe?
It is, yeah. At the mirror.
If it is, then 6-point observation. Still safe?
Yeah.
Release the handbrake. Bring the clutch up nice and slow.
Oh, yeah.
Just sit to the right, that's it. Bring it back to the middle.
Am I allowed to bring my clutch fully up now?
Yep, bring your clutch fully up. Right, give it a little bit of gas. Look at this. Okay, using that Jeep ahead of us, we'll park just behind it. So, put off the gas.
Opposite that junction. Okay, I'll go back round it, should I?
Yeah, just past it. Come back out.
You've got to look at all that, you've got loads of places here.
So using that green wheelie bin, just there, we'll park there. So we'll check our mirrors, top and left, signal left.
Oh, I've gone past it.
So, foot over the brake ready.
Yeah.
Foot over the clutch ready. Clutch down. Use your reference point to train it up.
Yeah.
And brake softly. That's it. So handbrake now. Neutral. Cancel your signal. Relax your feet.
Ah. Stay wrong.
Okay, that's good.
Great.
We went past our stopping point, but
Yeah. You said that bit, didn't you?
yeah, but we're still.
Sorry.
Where are we now? We're in a pretty safe location, I think. Safe and legal. Safe and convenient.
No. They've turned their front garden into a drive, haven't they? They've put a gate on it.
Yeah.
So I won't be able to leave it
We
here.
won't be able to leave it here, but we're fine at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
We'll just keep an eye if they come back, okay?
Yeah, okay.
So, how do you feel that went?
Good.
Yeah, moving off, all fine?
Yeah, I'm really quite pleased. I thought I'd be stalling all sorts.
You're really good with the clutch, bringing it up.
I think it's your instruction. You're just telling me exactly what to do. I'm just doing what you're telling me to.
So, just go to the clutch. Whenever it goes down, we go straight down, but whenever we bring it up, we do it nice and slow, just as we always do. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people around now. School time. Should we give this another go? Did you like to do it without my instruction? Would you like to try and move off without my instruction?
Well, help me if I need it. But yeah, I think I could probably do a lot more now on my own. I'm getting used to that POM routine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll start off small. We'll get you to move off without my instruction. If I need to step in or if you forget something, I will tell you. And then I'll help you pull over to the left, okay?
All right,
Yeah?
Fair enough, yeah.
So,
cool.
When you
roll?
Yeah.
Just go. I wanted to see if Yeah, I just wanted the praise.
Okay.
You know, a little debrief, because we've just done it. So you do it and then you can debrief, because what at that point you're doing, you're saying what was good, what wasn't so good,
Okay.
and whatever wasn't so good, we'll fix it in the next go, or introduce something new,
Okay.
which you were doing. Going to give me more to do, or you could bring in this time we're gonna
Go second or
go to second or something like that. I'd probably just do exactly what you said and just said, look, have another go and just let's go move off and stop with me doing more, and then bring in the second gear, because now I can do it. So that's that very
building on
structured, adding a little bit each time.
Yeah.
Just building my skills up, not throwing me in the deep ends. So that's good. So just one thing I wanted to talk about with you there. So we got moving off. Nice control, yeah. We've gone around the parked cars, and then okay. I was doing, but I'm not bit.
I told you to.
So we want to be checking, getting that in there, because your pupils won't get that in there. And then just really the thing I wanted to talk about. So it's very good. Your talk through moving off and stopping is definitely getting there, isn't it? That full instruction. And the reason I'm not making mistakes is because your instruction is good. It's thorough. It's preventing mistakes. Your pupils growing in confidence, because I'm thinking, do you know what? I can do this. All my mates who learn to drive, they all talk about stalling. And when I'm not stalling or kangaroo, I'm just because of you. So that's really good. And then just anything there that could have been better, any like little mistakes that you thought, oh. So I did kind of correct in roll, just to sort of give you a little, are you sure about that? Do you think why?
The where to stop, where we're going to pull up on the left.
So you're directing me to park behind the 4x4, and it's dead opposite junction, isn't it? So
that's a silly mistake.
so maybe that's the thing. You think, oh, hang on a minute, well, no. So I just come in there, and then you said about putting up near the wheelie bin. Now that wheelie bin is how many car lengths back?
Like 3 or 4.
Well, I'd say we're about 30 metres from that wheelie bin.
Okay.
When you you think about the eyesight check at the beginning of a part 2, they've probably done that at near 30 metres.
Okay.
The official's 26.5, but they give you a bit extra. If you can't read it, then they measure it and bring you in a bit. So yeah, so it's more than 20 metres.
Okay.
That's for sure. So it's quite a long way. So what does that tell you about your instruction of getting me to pull up near that wheelie pin?
I didn't give you enough time.
No, you enough time because you're talking me through.
Yeah.
When we got to that wheelie bin, you were probably just saying, "Check your mirrors," and then it was like, "Clutch down, stop." Well, we made it by the bin. Woo! Don't worry about the signal. So you need time.
Yeah.
So you have to plan it. If I was bringing them down here, I'd say, look up there, see where that telegraph pole is, that little patch of grass for it. Just after, so we're not double parked on that mustard car, that Fiat 500 or something like that.
Okay.
And then you can mirror. Don't signal yet because we're near the junction. Pipe a signal on now. Cover the brake, cover the clutch. Have a breath. Because once the brake and the clutch are covered, it's like, got time now. Then you can talk like steering, G reference point, car behind. I'll just let them go. They just say thanks. They're going round. Because once that signal's on and you move, people go past. And then you can sort of say, right, so now what I want you to do is just gently bring in the brakes, pop the clutch down, squeeze the brakes a little bit more, and stop. Then as the car rolls, you can roll them past the driveway and say, keep going, and stop.
More controlled.
And then it's like you can put them on the exact spot you want. So I'd probably avoid saying, I probably would, in hindsight, after I've just said that, I'm going to take that back. Just say, look, I'm going to talk you through pulling up on the left, so blah, blah, blah. I might give them a visual reference set up the road, but no, if we roll past it, then we will, because I want a nice smooth stop, not blocking the driveway. Because from here, it's a bit hard to tell where the mustard car is and whether there is a junction for that telegraph pole. I know that, but from here, can you really see it? I just know there is one there because I'm up and down it every day. So you might get there and think, oh, actually, or someone's just got in their car. The video you saw with Cassandra, we were doing that, and then a BMW just reversed out their driveway. And it's like, actually, just keep we had to adapt to what we're going to say.
Okay.
So that's just give yourself more time.
Yeah.
To bring that in.